Hello, everybody. My name is Josephine Ghiringhelli. I am a psychic medium, and I am very much hoping to elaborate. I'm trying to get something off the screen. Okay. Okay, here it goes. Okay, so so happy to see all of you here. Hope everyone is doing well. And I want to speak a little bit about guardian angels, and the reason why is because we all need to know that we are not alone and that there is always our guardian angels to help guide us through, to help protect us, to help us know that we have their ear. And I think it's so important. I want to share this with you because this is really crazy. And this actually, there are people in the back. It's a tree company in the back, and usually they're gone. I make this at 7 o'clock for you, so that it's very quiet and that everybody has gone in the back. But they were so loud, and I was sort of actually very worried that you would not be able to hear me. And the man that's in charge, his office is right behind my window, and he is so loud, you would have only heard him and not me. And I'll tell you what I said. I said to all my guardian angels, please, if you can hear me, please let him leave, because this will be such an interference with me speaking to all you lovely people that are here. I'm telling you, within seconds, he got in his car, he got in the truck. I don't know if he was planning on leaving then, but it was exactly when I asked him, or my guardian angels, to have him leave, and he backed up and he left. So thank you. And that's as quickly as they hear us. That's as quickly as things can change. I always say this, I've been doing this over 30 years and so long, and these things never cease to amaze me. It's incredible how quickly they know what we want. They know what our needs are. Listen, there's a direct connect. They don't have any interference like we do. It's amazing. And so I do want to say that the guardian angels are our sisters, our brothers, our mothers, our fathers, our grandparents, are those people that have been in our lives. So there's a difference between guardian angels and spirit guides. Tonight, the guardian angels is going to be about those people that you love and people that are always with us and protecting us. And hello, Karen. Hello, Mary. Please keep your comments coming, because if you have a question, I forget how fast this goes, scrolling all the way to the bottom. Hi, Jody. Yes, so the way in which I feel most confident about sharing with you to connect with your loved ones is by quieting the mind, by meditating, by going into, perhaps you may have a room or a setting where it's very tranquil for you, and so therefore you can connect with who it is that you want to hear from, because your guardian angels are there with you all the time. So it's just a matter of you being able to connect with them yourself, trusting yourself, knowing that you are connecting with them. Hi, Frank, how are you? Thank you for doing this. You're very welcome. I had a visit from my father. I will say that oftentimes, and I talked about signs, by the way, I started off with hope and inspiration, and I hope this is what you're getting from these sessions that I'm doing, because that's what I want. That's what I want to achieve for you. So hope and inspiration, signs from our loved ones, loss of a child, and tonight is guardian angels. So know that we're not alone. It's a scary time, I know that. And it's a time when we are looking for answers, which we are not getting right away, because really no one knows. We're really tapping into ourselves, our gut instincts, and hoping. That's another whole I'm not going to go into any kind of political arena, but, you know, since they don't know, we don't know. I want to read this. Hi, Kate. I'd like to think that even though we were estranged here on earth, my older brother is one of my guardian angels. And I feel that absolutely your brother is your guardian angel. I feel he's there with a lot of others. You don't have quiet people, Kate. So you have, they have they're loud. And I always love, when I do readings, I always love to have loud spirits. So I do feel it's like he is wanting you to know that he has gotten past that, or that he wants to let you know that everything, you know, you're all on the same page. So it's okay. My birthday is Wednesday, and would love to know if my dad is near me. And yes, your dad is very much near you. I feel that when we talk about how to connect with our guardian angels, there are signs, and I'm going to announce some of them because I wanted to make sure that I covered certain areas here. So feathers, songs. By the way, someone asked about their dad, and as I'm seeing this, the coins. So I do feel that your father will come in through coins. And I do feel that as I'm reading for you, because I can't look through all of these, and I don't have my wonderful son here with me, helping me with these, but I do want to say this. It's the only way that I can, because I can't really look at those and read all of them. And I thank you once again for being here. But there is a father energy, I feel, that's here, and he keeps talking about the coin collection, but also, I don't know if he was a historian or something. He's talking about the Civil War and how important that was for him and his collection. And there must be something where you're looking to make a decision about that collection. So I feel like he's saying he's giving you his blessings, because something must be really bothering you or on your mind, or maybe you're feeling guilty about something. I don't know if you're looking to sell certain things, but he just wanted to make sure that he popped in here, you know, to let you know that he says it's okay. It's okay. And there is, I'm going to say well, as I'm speaking to him, there's a Frank or Francis that's coming in as well. So I recently had a visit from my dad. He mentioned not to worry. Will he be watching out for me? And this is from Annie. Hi, Annie. How are you? Yes, your dad is watching over you for sure. And is he, I can just say this, you're going through a really difficult time as far as your health is concerned. And your father wants you to know that he's got your back. He's right there. He's very proud of you, by the way. So you must have had a very unconditional, very special connection. And they're calling you the animal lady. So hi, Kathy. I have to take this off because you're coming in on the screen. Okay, and Francis, thank you. There's a validation. Francis is his middle name. Thank you. Because oftentimes all I could do is ask. So I tell you whatever it is that I hear, and he wanted to make sure that he let you know that. I prayed to my dad and my grandma. There's also there's a grandmother figure here that is giving me, I believe she lost a son and perhaps two, because she's giving me a and maybe it's Robert or Robbie, because I'm seeing the B or the R or the BR, and she's saying to make sure that I let you know that they are all together. So I believe it's a mother, her son, and another male. Perhaps it's your father or her father, I'm not sure. But the three males are together. And she was saying that the two, there were passings from two, there were two passings very close together. So it was, it's bad enough that you know, had to have one loss, but then it was very shortly after that there was another. So I just feel I feel your entourage is here. And aside from the Robert or the Robbie, there is another R. And I do feel whether it's Rosie, um, I'm not sure, but I just want to make sure I give that message. And then there's another male that's coming in, worked for the railroad. And he's saying that there must have been something, you must have a room where you have his, maybe he collected trains or something, because he's saying that this was invaluable to him. I don't know if it's worth anything, but he's saying just thank you for your love. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for remembering me through the memories. And like, as I said, there's something with the railroad, because I'm getting, you know, RR as well. And so I want to make sure that I get that out if we can get validation. It's just that the screen, usually Michael is reading this to me. I really can't see the screen unless, I'm so sorry. You're going to see me really close up on this. There's also a Rebecca or a Becky that's coming in. I feel like she's saying there was either a Becky is here or Rebecca. And then she's saying she is with the young gentleman who I feel passed in in like an impact, a very severe, I don't know if this is a car or not, I'm not sure, but it was a very severe impact. And she's saying where he hit, because I'm seeing in front of me, it looks like a big tree, and perhaps there is flowers. And you know, sometimes when you know, unfortunately people pass by hitting something, I don't know, I believe this is a tree or a barrier, and I believe it's on off a main highway. And I do believe also the teddy bear, he says he sees the teddy bear. I think the teddy bear was made for him, a very beautiful beautiful teddy bear. So I just want to make sure I finish that, because as I'm speaking to you, so many are coming. There's so many of you, and I always feel really, I feel this is difficult, because I would love to read for all of you, but there's one of me and many, many of you. So I really do my best to bring you comfort, solace, to let you know that these people that are coming in, all of your people that I'm sure you're talking about, are there with you. And there is a 9/11, we're going way back. So there's a 9/11 victim that's here. I believe he was a police officer, and he's reaching out to his wife, who is apparently asking him to come in. So he does want to let you know that he is here. And I do believe that there were, okay, I'm just going to say this because he's talking about the medal and some medals that were given out, but I think there's something with either 954 in the number. So I'm assuming maybe it's a badge number, a part of the badge number. Maybe you were just looking at it. And I mean, that's a long, not that it's yesterday if you lost someone, so it doesn't matter the time. I'm just saying what he's giving me is the badge, and it looks like it may even be inside of a wallet. That's the part that I was saying. It's a long time. And a beautiful thing, because he's saying you kept his wallet, and his personal information is still in there. And you know, I will tell you, my parents died a very long time ago, and yesterday at the same time. It's always, you know, yesterday when we love someone. It just never goes away and always with us. And I have my father's wallet, and I have my mom's passport and her little pin that she gave me, her little, and she gave me her thimbles, and I was looking at them today. So I felt like my mother was trying to say also that the thimble collection that you have for possibly your mother or your grandmother. I'm not sure which. She sees that you kept that, and she's thanking you for that and saying that, you know, she's with the whole gang on the other side. I don't know if, okay, I don't know if there's also, there's sisters that are here. They were older when they passed, but I feel like there's 2 or 3 sisters, because they really are a riot. They're very funny. And I don't know if one of them was called Ray or Red, but she is quite the character. And they are all together, and they're singing and they're laughing and they're doing great on the other side. There must have been a baby that was just born. And it may have been, I mean, we just started May. I can't believe it. But I think there's either the birth date or 3s. I'm getting 3s, which is usually March for me, that maybe there was the birth of the child in March or the 3rd child. So you have to bear with me with that. I'm not sure what they mean, but I could tell you whether it's your mom and her sisters, but the aunts are here and they're all together because they're saying, could you tell her that the whole gang is here? Okay, my sister comes through so strong always. My brother, not so much. Why is that? I know he wants to tell me something. Okay, so I do feel that, you know, your sister and your brother come in like a package deal. It's just that when I'm getting, your sister is very vivacious and she's very, maybe dramatic, you know, in a nice way. I mean that only in a nice way. She's got a great personality. So does your brother, actually. But I feel like he's being such a gentleman to let you know that he's letting her come in first. I don't know if your brother had, he's talking about his best friend. And could you please let my best friend know that I love them? They must have just been talking about them. And if this is your brother, maybe you guys were in a talking, we can't get together now, we're in isolation, but maybe it was in conference calling or talking about him very recently, he says. So I do want you to know he comes in through electricity because he's letting things drop. He's a character. He's very funny. So he says that's me. Don't be afraid. He likes to come in with a bang. So perhaps, and if you could share if you're understanding, because this is traveling so very quickly, it would be nice to get confirmation if you understand that. But no, he's saying he's reaching out to you. He's reaching out to his family, and that's a big part of the way in which he comes in. So I want to also say this, that if you find a picture, we talked about this the other day too, if you find a picture that you love or that's a favorite picture of yours that connects with your loved one, have that picture when you're doing your meditation anyway, specifically to connect with your guardian angel. Have that with you, in front of you, in your place of comfort, your sacred space. And when you, just like I did, I mean, I literally, because I can't even, it still never ceases to amaze me. Literally, when I was looking out the window and I saw the owner of the tree company, and I said, I was nervous about the whole thing. And then I just closed my eyes and I said, Joe, center yourself, calm down. You have everybody up there that's working for you. So ask them to do it. And they did. So if you quiet your mind, if you quiet yourself, and you have such a strong sense of trust and belief, it's instant. It's amazing. It's instant. You know, of course, destiny, synchronization, synchronicity, fate, you know, all of these things play, of course, a part of our lives. But, you know, their job, our guardian angels, it is their job to watch over us, to protect us, to guide us, to keep us safe, to help us. Because, you know, how many times have you, your own intuitive mind, you've been going somewhere, and as you're on your way, there's that little voice that's saying to you, don't take 495, take the sunrise. And what I'm here to say to you is listen to that inner voice, because it is that inner voice that's speaking to you and helping to guide you. So it's really important to, create that space and connect as strongly as you can. Hello, Lori. How are you? Okay. My TV has been going on crazy for a week straight, off and on. Okay, so I think this is the same. Yes. Hi, Nikki. You asked about your brother, right? Okay, so now you do understand. Thank you. That's him. So thank you for that confirmation. That's really important to me. And it's important for the people to see the confirmations, because as I said, my heart is always wanting to be there for everybody. And believe me, if I could, I would. If I had that kind of energy and had that, if I could change myself into, lots of people, wouldn't that be a wonderful thing? If I could clone myself into as many people as are on here to give you that message, I would do that. Anybody who knows me, I really just want, love and solace and peace and inner peace and peace within the heart, because it's so devastating when we lose the ones that we love. Okay, Jill. Aw. Okay, so by the way, she asked me which ones are around her son. We usually know who's with us. We know who we connect with the most. And I want to say this to you, because people are, a lot of times they're shocked, when they come in for a reading. Sometimes it's not who they initially, anyway. I mean, usually who you want, your loved ones. We have many, they do come in most of the time, but there are times that they are shocked at who comes in, because they're like, I can't believe that person is coming in. I hadn't really thought about them for like 10 years. And I just think that they just slipped into my mind for a moment. That's how it works. It's them thinking about us. And they know when you're coming for a reading, and they know when you want to connect with them. So whether it's through yourself, it doesn't have to be through a medium like myself, but because everybody is intuitive, only on different levels. It could be to you directly. It's just that you have to have faith and know that is them giving that to you. And they do all the time. Your guardian angels do all the time. Mamie and Charlie. Hello, Mamie and Charlie. Remember, the Rebecca, if somebody, please validate the readings and the souls that are coming in, if you can. And you may have already. It's just that I only saw one as I was scrolling here. Hello, Trudy. How are you? Okay, I want to try to stay on this if I can. My grandson keeps seeing my parents in their house. Sorry, I'm so close up to the screen. I apologize. In their house. They bought it from my parents. I know my dad is my guardian angel without a doubt. God bless that you know that. You were there. You were there at my daughter's house. I'm assuming you mean me, when doing a group reading at your daughter's house. So yes, your grandson is seeing. It's so nice when I hear these questions, because it makes me be able to have answers for you with questions, because if you have that question, other people want to know as well. Children see through the veil. So your grandson, yes, absolutely, that was your parents. So never doubt it. I mean, when children speak to you and they say, oh my God, I don't, like, they might think it's the boogeyman, or they're saying to you, their parents or their grandparents, oh my God, I saw something. Please be supportive to them. Please. I can't urge you enough that, especially when you get these little 2 and 3 and 4-year-olds, and they're giving you this information that, oh, Nana G came in and she was stirring the pot of her famous chicken soup. You know, they don't just get this out of thin air. So we have to really support them. You have to really let them know that isn't that beautiful, that Nana G is giving you that. And yes, she did do that. And they're all in heaven and they're happy. So you never want to make it, I think this is important because someone just asked me this in a private message and I told them I would address it. You always want to encourage them. You want to make it not be something to be afraid of, which a lot of people will say to me, you know, I just told them, no, it's just your imagination. Please never do that, because it isn't their imagination. It is them being visited from their guardian angels, your guardian angels, from, you know, the loved ones above. And it's so important. My goodness, it would change their lives, change, you know, your life as well. Because once you acknowledge them, and just like I shared that story, because I still can't believe it myself. And I know you might think that that's like, is she kidding me? But no, isn't it wonderful? I mean, it's always something new and different, and as it is for you. You know, you're all open as well. So, you know, enjoy that part. I mean, that is another whole world that is just, I mean, amazing to tap into. And especially for your children, they're so innocent and sweet, and when they see through the veil as they do, to acknowledge it. And also, I do want to say this, is that if you have a child that's waking up a lot at night and is afraid, please make sure that you put on a night light, because the light breaks up energy. So that's really important. I mean, I have to sleep with, I sleep actually with my lights on, brighter lights that would normally be very, you know, most people would be upset to, or it would be bothersome. And it's not that it's not bothersome, but I have to do that. So it breaks up the energy, because when they feel someone who's open, they will go to you, trust me. Okay, Susan, hi, beautiful. How are you doing? And how is my little nipper doing? The poor baby. Okay, by the way, thank you, Sue. Sue has known me a long time. She's come to me for readings, and I know her and her family, and my son, my beloved James, knew her, and Betty, and all of them, and her lovely daughter. So she, with the little nipper, she's talking about my dog, my Destiny. I made a little clip on my wall, and you could see my Destiny. She's not doing well. You know, she's you know, she's sleeping in her little bed. You know, I wanted to bring her in to say hi to you, but I don't want to disturb her. I'm taking things one day at a time with Destiny. You know, one day at a time. My little doll. But, you know, go look there if you want to be introduced to Destiny. I have that little video that I did, not live, just a video to share her with you and the world. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Let me go to this bar here. Michael says hello to everybody, by the way. He's sad he can't be here, but I actually had to call him to help me on how to go on here. So hopefully that won't happen again. Last year, my 3-year-old grandson saw a woman in front of the garage. My daughter and I see, who was this? My 3-year-old grandson. You know, I'm not sure who that was. You know, oftentimes I have to, you know, tap in or tune in. You know, the souls that were coming in as I was reading, not even reading what you had. They wanted to make sure that I let you know that they were here. So hopefully that railroad got validated, the person from the railroad, because he really wanted to. And I wish, Jess JJ, I wish I had your talent gift. Is that something you can teach? Okay, so I do classes. I don't know when I'm going to do them. I do them once a year, and I already did, you know, but I will be doing it only because these are different set of circumstances. So yes, I will. You have to go onto my website, josephineg.com, in the calendars page. Check my my website, and I should be doing them soon. And just to answer your question specifically, yes, I teach it. Yes, can you enhance your own abilities? And usually, you know, when you're tapped in and you have that psychic sense, you usually know it. And sometimes you can embellish upon it just by, you know, whether you come to classes or not, yourself, by practicing. And I always say to people that, you know, when you get a phone call, whether it's on your landline or probably your cell, everybody has the cell now rather than the landline, just quiet your mind, close your eyes, and say, I believe that is whoever it is you think it to be. And, you know, just sharpen your intuitive muscle. You know, that's part of what I teach, as well as meditation, to tell you to do meditation in order to tune in more. So I will be closing soon, but I just want to say I will be doing more of these. I'm not sure what the next one is going to be. I always go by how spirit moves me. And I do believe that I am going to speak about, this is one of the classes that I teach, but I'm just going to speak about it because I think it's really fascinating, is color in the aura. You know, as you can see, I love color, and color has meaning. And when that will be the next, they just told me that. So that will be the next, thing I will talk about. And it's Monday. It probably will be Wednesday, although I never know. Once again, it's just how spirit moves me, but pretty much it'll be Wednesday. Please make sure that you tune in here. I am so not familiar with how to even advertise this. So I'm hoping that the event just comes up. If somebody wants to make that comment and they're savvy with this, that would be most helpful to me. And, you know, just to let me know that, you know, the answer to that question, that would be helpful. So because I do afterwards, I do go through all of these and I do read them. Of course, I'm not able to answer everyone because it would take me days, but I just want to let you know, I appreciate you and I appreciate you watching. And, you know, I thank you for all your lovely comments that, you know, I see as I'm scrolling down that you're saying, and I appreciate that. Okay. Dawn. Hi, Dawn. I have 6-year-old twins who are both autistic. When I am thinking of my parents, just thinking, not talking, and stare off into the corner, could that mean it's my parents? Just thinking, not talking. They will stop what they are doing. Okay, they will stop. Your twins will stop. Excellent question, by the way, and thank you for giving that question, Dawn, your 6-year-old twins, because they're still at the point where and especially since they are autistic, because as everyone who has an autistic child knows that they're in sort of like in a world of their own in varying degrees. So they do see through the veil. It's amazing. It's amazing. You'll see them look. Oftentimes I had a couple of clients, a mother and a daughter came. And she came about her son who was autistic, and she brought the beautiful picture that he drew. And I said to her, do you know that he drew the picture of your mother? That's his grandmother. And when she looked at it, she said, I cannot even believe that I didn't look that more deeply into it to see that. And he had all these beautiful, there was a rainbow. And she said that her mother was just crazy about rainbows. And he had these little birds. They weren't black, they weren't bright, they were red. And so I said to her, you know, the rainbow and the cardinals, are they attached to your mother? Because that's what she was saying to him. And she started sobbing out of joy, actually, that he was connecting with his grandma. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I went over because I took away about 10 minutes from you before. And and to let you know, once again, I will be looking at all of your beautiful and wonderful comments. And as I said, I started this before, but I just want to make sure, if you can even share that with me, how you are receiving, if you got an invite to make you come on here, because it does it takes me a long time to get the word out. It's a lot of work behind the scenes, which I'm glad to do, but I just want to make sure that I do what's best. And if it's you seeing the event popping up live rather than me inviting you, because I do have 5,000 followers now, 51. It takes me a long time to invite you. So if you could help me with that, I'd appreciate it. Share that, please, please. Yeah, so the next the next subject matter that I'll be talking about is going to be, so you hear me, is going to be this Wednesday at 7 o'clock, and it will be color and the aura. I will talk about what the colors mean and how it can affect you. And what I would like for you to do, because I would love to see that in the chat, is put what is your favorite color, because wouldn't that be wonderful? Sometimes when you share that and when you say what the color is that you love, something could just click, so that's how I'm going to be connecting with spirit, if at all. I didn't expect to tonight, but I don't want your lovely spirits keeping me up tonight, because that's what they'll do. So I had to make sure that those messages got through. I received an invite. Thank you so much for responding. So whether you received an invite or whether you saw the event, if you could put that quickly on there, I'm just going to give you a minute to do that, and just let me know what was the best way, or what was the way in which you found out that I was doing this tonight. Because of course I want to get the most people to help, and so many people, the phone was ringing off the wall. I had to disconnect it because they were asking me how to get on here. I told them they had to like the top of the page, but anybody who's savvy with this, and you can help me, even if you could write that on here, let me know, because so many people, and they're still coming in. There's about 10 messages on the bottom saying, how do I get on here? I don't know. I'm not seeing it from your end. So I don't know if they just press on the event and then they could get this or not. So please let me know that. Okay, so I received an invite. You're really great. Thank you. I received an invite. So I guess that it takes me a long time to do that, but it's worth it, because that's how you're knowing. That's how you're seeing this. Maybe just somebody saying, maybe just post. It was an invite. Yep. Just popped up saying you were live. Okay. Lori, I saw the event and was invited. Thank you, Lori, for telling me that. Okay. I got the message invite. Okay, I'm going to do that again, but I just thought I'd give you a heads up so that you know, and maybe when you see the event, please share it with people of like mind, because this is important. This is a time when people really need to hear these things. And it may be just the one thing that I'm saying to you and sharing with you that will make a difference for you, to help you, because I've already had people that have said that to me, that it really helps them to hear and to talk about, of course, their loved ones. It helps me to talk about, to help you, but it also helps me to help you. So isn't it a lovely circle? Isn't that just incredible and special? And that's the way it works. Pay it forward is, I'm doing this actually from my heart. And I saw my friend John. Hi, John, if you're watching this. I saw you post something, and I saw Christine. I saw Christine Northrup, who's one of my inspirations for decades. Just inspiration. So I want to thank both of you for putting this thought in my mind to do this for you. You can create an event, then post, and then boost. Okay, I'm glad you said this. I cannot boost. For some reason, there is a problem how this whole thing occurred, but and I would love to boost this to let other people know. I would love to do that. I would do it in a heartbeat and have done in the past. But apparently there was something that happened with boosting and inspirational pictures, which I do put on every night. Work hard at that, putting on an inspirational picture for you to see. It might just be for you. But when I go to boost, I am not allowed. So if someone, there's no way to get in touch with Facebook. So if someone can help me with that, even if you want to private message me, because that would be very helpful to be able to do that. If you could let me know, I have to take this off the screen. Okay, if you could let me know if you had that problem with not being able to boost, and how you resolve that problem, that would be a tremendous help so that I could reach others. And even if you send it, I mean, there's different things that I have tried. I mean, there's a help center, but they just give you all these questions, and then you have to look for the question, but there's no live person to answer you. So, yeah, that's the situation with that. Okay, please send love to my mom. Hello, Kathy. You said, see, yeah, hi, Kathy. So sorry you have to look at my face so close up, but I will. Love to your mom. Love to your moms, your dads, your grandparents, your sons, your daughters, aunts and uncles, and greats. I just did a reading the other day, and all their greats came in. I thought that was pretty phenomenal. And, you know, so they love to hear from them. Let's put it that way. I want to have a reading so bad. Well, then just call the office. Just go on josephineg.com and give the office a call, and we can get that set up. Hi, Carol. I got an invite. Clicking on it doesn't help. I just looked for you on Facebook feed. I think you probably get this link to share. Thank you. Thank you, Carol. That's what my son was trying to tell me. I actually had to call him right before going on, and he walked me through it, or I would not have been on tonight. And that would have been sad for all of your loved ones up there who were so anxious to talk to you. They were so, and they would not have been happy with me if I didn't figure this out. I could tell you that. All your lovely people up there, and they are all lovely and wonderful. Okay, I would love it. Yes, thank you, thank you. Okay. So I just want to thank you all. Any of the insight, that would be great. Thank you, Carol, for sharing that, by the way. But that with that boost, that's been a thorn on my side to not be able to boost these events. I would appreciate it when you see the event, which will be on Monday. I think I may just do that tonight or tomorrow to announce Color in the Aura, which is kind of really a fun class, a fun talk that I will be giving. I don't want to say a class, but it kind of is, to share it. So if you share it, and I said to someone else to like the page, or you could become a fan. She said she didn't see that. So if someone could write on here also how I was told that you have to like the page in order to watch the video live. So I don't know if that is indeed the case, but at the very least, if it is, let me know, because I wasn't really quite sure. I'm learning all this as I go along. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Kathy O'Brien. Hi, Kim. Let me scroll all the way down. Carol, I would love to know. I will. She will get back to me. Thank you so much. I would love to know the color of my aura. That went. Okay. I think that's Josephine. Great name, by the way, Josephine. Love it. Not too many Josephines around, so it's different. Okay, Josephine Calla. Ruggiero, I think. I would love to know the color of my aura. I will, on Wednesday, have your color ready that you love. I want you to have something by you with the color that you love. And obviously peach is one of my favorite colors, this color and this purple. I love color overall. I just love all the colors, but these kind of are some of my favorites. So have yours, and then I will tap in. I'm definitely going to be tapping in to let you know what, you know, your auric color is, okay? But please make sure that you have that by you. You know, I am a double Gemini, for those of you who do astrology with a Virgo. I'm a double Gemini with a Virgo moon, I think. And even though I wanted to make this a half an hour, because I just love that this is bringing comfort to you. So I never really stay within the boundaries anyway. It's just not who I am with my teaching and speaking and all of that. And I do that for you, because really a half an hour goes very, very quickly. So I'm not even sure how to sign off of this. So I may be on this for a little while, and live video. Okay, there you go. My son always says to me, Mother, no, usually what he says is, Ma, could you please read? You know, people in my generation, we're not too savvy with all of this. So I want to say thank you, blessings. You are all in my thoughts and in my prayers. And my whole reason for choosing this is you are not alone. Your guardian angels, all of our guardian angels are watching over us. And please see them as company. They are our company. So, you know, all of them that I just talked about, you know, talk to them. They're your entourage. I mean, you know, that's what it's all about. So God bless. Thank you. I hope you all continue to, I think when it ends, I don't think you could put any more comments, but I thank you for all of your responses, your validations, your input, and I hope you got comfort from this. Much love. Blessings. Good night.